Hey Lucaser, welcome back to Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery. It's time to jump into the second half of this limited time side questline. We have to search for a mirror, the mirror of Erised, or something like that anyways, I don't really know how to pronounce it. And when you look in this mirror, it shows your heart's deepest desire. So let us jump into... go into Marilla. Basically, some of our friends want to look in the mirror. And Professor Dumbledore wants it back. And he's saying, don't look in it because it can cause a lot of problems. I was wondering if you'd show up, Casey. You didn't give me much choice, Marilla. You're basically holding the mirror of Erised for ransom. Don't be so dramatic. We just want our chance to look in the mirror before you and Hayward give it back to Dumbledore. Don't you think it would be smarter to ask the headmaster if you can look in the mirror, Marilla? I wondered if I should gaze into the mirror of Erised when we first found out. And KC made it clear that it was my own choice if I wanted to look in the mirror. But I realized that Dumbledore's concern meant I should wait. I'm surprised you're so accepting, KC. Just give us a chance to make our case, Marilla. Who's ever looked in the mirrors had very different reactions. Won't you even listen to the stories before you look? It could change how you feel about it. Alright, Casey, tell us what people saw when they looked to the mirror of Erised. Different things. I just personally want to look in the mirror myself. I hope I do. So let me be sure I'm understanding this. Tulip was upset because it turns out she might actually want to work for the Ministry of Magic. But Sprout and Winger saw exactly what they always wanted in the mirror's reflection. Well, I suppose that's true. So how is that a bad thing? They were tempted to keep going back to the mirror of Erised. Its power over people can be unpredictable. I'm the most powerful witch at Hogwarts. I can handle the mirror's magical powers. Which is why Barnaby, Mel, and I are going to look in the mirror right now. Marilla, wait! Oh. Barnaby? Esmeralda? What did you see? Are you alright? I think I have to go. Me too. I want to be alone. Marilla? I don't want to talk about it. Well, that certainly didn't seem to go well. I'm not sure what happened, but now more of our friends seem upset. I agree, so perhaps returning the mirror of Erised should wait, at least until we've checked in on our friends. What about Professor Dumbledore? The headmaster will understand. I'll get the mirror back to somewhere safe with Talbot and Tulip. You go after Barnaby, Esmeralda, and Marilla. Perhaps you're right. What's most important is helping our friends. Which is why I tend to find Barnaby Lee straight away. But why don't you return the mirror first, and then you can console your friends? Why does the mirror have to stay with us while we do that? There you are, Barnaby. Professor came over and let me know you were here. Hello, Casey. Yeah, I like to come visit the magical creatures sometimes. Of course you do. You love magical creatures more than almost anything. That's why I left after looking in the mirror of Erised. I saw my heart's desire, but then realized something else. What do you mean, Barnaby? What exactly did you see? I'm not sure if I feel like talking about it, though, as you're a friend, perhaps you could convince me. I will. But we're going to need the help of some Nifflers as well. There he is. Looking for those shinies. Did he find it? He's gone. Why don't we play with the Nifflers and you can tell me what you saw in the mirror? Well, if we're going to be playing with Nifflers... Alright, Casey, I'll tell you what I saw. Perhaps you'll help me understand it better too. Great. Let's do it, man. Let's find those Nifflers. Ah! So, you saw yourself teaching the Care of Magical Creatures class right here at Hogwarts? Pardon me, that's an excellent vision to see reflected in the mirror. I was so happy and excited in the reflection too, Casey. Just thinking about how great it would be to help other students realize how grand magical creatures are. So, why do you seem upset about it now, Barnaby? The mirror's reflection shows you something that makes you happy. It doesn't predict the future. And I know I'll never be smart enough to be a real professor. So, maybe I should just give up on school altogether? Can you give me a good reason I shouldn't quit Hogwarts, KC? Your friends will miss you. Education. The magical creatures need you. I mean, education is obviously important for some people. So friends. Your friends will miss you, and I expect you'd miss us too. That's definitely true. I might even miss Marula, though I'm not quite sure about that one. You can't leave the people you care about, Barnaby, not because of some vision in a mirror. So you see, you have to stay at Hogwarts, Barnaby. I appreciate you trying to convince me, but I'm just not sure what to do after looking in the mirror. Maybe there's something else that would help me make sense of this all, but I don't know what that is. You mean, you don't know what it is yet? The reflection you saw in the mirror of Erised was clearly important to you. We'll sort it out, I promise. Thanks, Kissy. We can try. By the way, how was Melda and Marula after they looked into the mirror? None of us talked when we left. I'm wondering that too. I'll figure out a way to help you, Barnaby, and we'll send for you when I have. But now, I'm off to check on Esmelda. Once I've helped you all, perhaps we can finally return the mirror to Dumbledore. I see, so we have to help Esmelda, then Marula, return the mirror, and then that's it. It's gone. It's over. Alrighty, so off to the 3 broomsticks. Hey there, Casey. Sit down and have some butterbeer with us. Oh, they're together. That's good. 2 birds with 1 stone. You were offering me butterbeer, Esmelda? That's different. I'm celebrating the reflection I saw in the mirror. You're the one who wanted to talk to us, Casey. We're here, so get on with it. I wanted to check on you after you looked into the mirror. You, Barnaby, and Esmelda all left so quickly. Penny and I were confused and concerned. I needed to be alone to revel in what I saw, and then told Marula we had to celebrate. Speak for yourself. What did you see in the mirror, Esmelda? I saw myself telling everyone in my life exactly how I felt, over and over again. How is that different from what you do every day? In the reflection I saw, I didn't even have to listen to them whine about it. Everyone just accepted that I was right. I suppose one person's happiness is another person's nightmare. Snark all you want, Casey. It was our true heart's desire. True. What about you, Marilla? That's my business, not yours. I'm just trying to help. Barnaby's having a hard time with his vision, even though it was a happy one. I want to help him sort it out. Perhaps if I knew more about what you saw, I could help you as well. Since you probably won't let this go, I saw myself with someone I thought I'd never see again, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. If you saw it, then it must be your deepest heart's desire. Believe what you want. That's all I'm going to say about it. Well, Professor Dumbledore wants us to return the mirror. And since it sounds like looking into it again isn't important to you, perhaps now is the time? Not a chance. I love looking in the mirror, and I want to do it again. Blimey, Esmelda, you got to look into the blasted thing already. And Dumbledore isn't going to let you keep the mirror. So maybe Haywood and Casey are right. It's time it went back already. What should you get to decide? I'm the one who wants to keep it. Yeah, let's talk about it. If we do, perhaps we can come to a decision about returning the mirror. Fine, talk, And I'm going to keep drinking my celebration butterbeer while you do. Well, obviously we have to return it. There's no way we can keep it. Or can we? No, probably not. So Tulip and Marula are for returning the mirror to the headmaster now. Though Bunnby might need to look in it again to be encouraged before it goes back. And Esmeralda and even Talbot aren't sure they're ready to let it go. I want to look in the mirror over and over for the rest of time. Don't be a gritty mongrel, Esmeralda. And don't you call me names, Marula. Just because you don't want to talk about your heart's desire doesn't mean I should be denied enjoying mine. It's not like the two of you to be fighting, at least with each other. Perhaps Dumbledore had a point about us not looking in the mirror after all. Though I imagine you're surprised to hear that from me, KC. I'm definitely surprised. I'm not surprised at all. It seems like it has to do with what actually happened. If Marula's vision was actually really, really good, she definitely would not want to return it. She would be in Esmeralda's side. So basically it comes down to the vision, right? So I'm not really surprised. I'm not really surprised. Professor Dumbledore said that the mirror is powerful. Perhaps you just need to learn that lesson for yourself. I don't like to be told what to do, or what to think. Penny believes we need to fix things before we return the mirror. Which means helping you all sort out your feelings. It would take someone with big opinions to figure out what to do with this lot. The person I have in mind is big, alright. In fact, he's half a giant. Is it Dobby? Nah, it's Hagrid. So we're gonna go to Hagrid now. Hello there, Casey. Penny has been filling me in on your latest adventures.
Yeah!
It seems you've already found Dumbledore's missing artifact, the mirror. Twice. That's true, Hagrid. First we learned that Professor Sprout had borrowed the mirror. But when we went back to retrieve it from the herbology classroom, it was gone. Turns out Talbot and Tulip had it and had both looked into it, and the reactions were very different. Then Marula and some of her friends demanded their turn. But they were also either upset or excited by what they saw. And I've been trying to sort them all out ever since. But people are confused and no one will agree on what to do with the mirror now. Some of our friends want to give it back right away, others never want to give it back. We just want to help our friends to feel better, and to let go of the mirror or whatever they saw in it. I see. I was hoping you'd help me figure out what to do next, Hagrid. Frank and I are here for you, Casey. Together, we'll come up with something for your problem. That would be brilliant, Hagrid. So let's make a plan to solve the problem surrounding the mirror of Erised. Oh, another 8-hour quest. So now it's time to go to the Great Hall and see Dumbledore. And I can't remember if the mirror has been returned yet. No. It's the next day, so I don't remember. Professor Dumbledore, can I speak with you for a moment? Of course. I've been expecting you, Mr. Casey. Thank you, Professor. I asked to see you because I wanted to speak from the heart. And for you to know that I have the best intentions with what I'm about to tell you. You seem quite emotional. Is everything alright? Yes and no. My friends and I found the mirror. Some of them wanted to look in, and so they have. And I need your help sorting them out so I can finally return the mirror to you like you've asked. I see, and I appreciate your clearly heartfelt concern about your friends. As I said when you were speaking with Professor Sprout, compassion in a student is right and rare. I appreciate that, Professor. Though this sounds quite serious, so I need you to tell me exactly what's happened at once. What you described in regards to the mirror is not unusual. This is the power of the mirror. People can waste away obsessing over what it reflects. I wish there was a way to help my friends make sense of their feelings regarding the reflections they saw. And also for others to be satisfied knowing they've got a chance to look into the mirror at all. People can often become focused on the future and ignore their present, which can be a great shame. The past is in the past, and the future is always uncertain. The moment we live in is where we should always aim to focus our minds and hearts. You would do well to take heed of this lesson, Mr. KC, as you're often focused on quests and mysteries rather than where you are now. Do you see how staying present in the moment rather than chasing the future can be beneficial to you? Focusing on the present is smart. I enjoy having future goals. I believe I can do both. I believe I can both focus on the present and look into the future. It's all part of the same journey, Professor Dumbledore. It is indeed. This is quite helpful, Professor. I'm glad you think so. Though there's something else people do not understand about the mirror that you should know. What a person sees in the mirror is not written in stone. It can change, if their greatest desire changes as well. Thank you, Professor. I think you've given me exactly what I need to help my friends. I am glad, but my patience is running thin. I will allow you one more chance to return the mirror. And then I will intervene. I understand, Professor. I'll do my best to see the mirror returned once and for all. So off we go. Now to talk Talbots, and then I guess Marula would be at the end. If there's one thing about this whole thing, is that there's a lot of dialogue so far in this whole questline. Alright, we're here, Casey. I hope this isn't about returning the mirror. I've barely gotten to look into it since we magically moved it back here to the alley, which wasn't easy. It is about the mirror, Esmeralda. I confessed to the professor that we have it. But he's allowing me to talk to you all before the teachers retrieve it. Ah! You snitched on this? Why am I not surprised? I wouldn't call it snitching, Esmeralda. Why don't we let Casey speak for himself? Why did you tell Dumbledore on us? I was being responsible. I was being clever so I'm not punished. I wanted to stop her fighting. Being responsible? You really think we're gonna keep the mirror forever? They need it back. Clearly they're gonna get it back. What's there to understand? Professor Dumbledore wanted the mirror back. I was just being responsible to the headmaster. After all, the mirror belonged to Hogwarts, not to us. Spoken like such a good student, you're such a bore. Maybe I should take one more look into the mirror to see my heart's desire, since I'll probably never get it in real life. I admit it will be hard to say goodbye. The mirror is my only way for me to see my family whole again. The mirror is broken if it thinks it wants me to work at the ministry. I say let's be done with it. It seems like you all have different opinions for wanting to keep the mirror or to let it go. But if you listen, I think I can make you see that it's actually just distracting you from what's really important. You really don't need the mirror at all to know your heart's desire. I'm gonna prove it to you. I think at this point, we're just delaying the inevitable. Clearly the teachers are gonna get it back, right? You do make me a good point, Casey. I just want you to see that the mirror made you all focus on something that already is inside you. It is your heart's desire. You don't need the mirror to feel it or even finally achieve it someday. Casey is right. Maybe if I study more, I can make the reflection in the mirror I saw come true someday. Huh. And since the reflection in the mirror can change how my heart's desire changes, I can still be a master prankster. And I agree that my family will always be with me in my heart. I don't need a mirror to feel that. Exactly. Focusing on the future means we're not living here in the past, or present. Your heart's desire could stay the same or change, but perhaps that's what makes life worth living. Just so you know, I'm going to be telling you all exactly how I feel even more often now. Of course you will, Esmeralda. You didn't need to convince me to give the Mirror of Erised back to Dumbledore. Then we finally agree. Thomas's famed magic artifact was exciting, but now it should go back to where it belongs. I'll send for Professor Dumbledore now. And perhaps he'll even allow me to look into the mirror before he stores it away again. At the Room of Requirement. Or is it the Room for Requirement? Oh yeah, by the way, this is the final quest. I still have like a day and a half remaining. It is certainly good to have this precious magical artifact back in my possession. What will happen to the mirror now, Headmaster? It will be returned to a special place hidden within the castle. That is, unless I decide to move it again. Well, don't worry, Professor. I don't think my friends will go looking for the mirror anytime soon. I trust that they will not, but I must thank you for your help in locating the mirror, Mr. KC. Though I do wonder what reflections your friends witnessed in it, and what they may have learned from them. Perhaps you could share how you helped your peers move beyond or embrace their heart's desires, as I am sure the Mirror of Erised made an impression on all those who gazed into it. I'd be happy to share the stories with you, Professor. I wouldn't. Just give me my prize, whatever the heck that even is. Such a fascinating journey.
Aha!
It appears your friends have learned more from your time with the Mirror of Erised than I realized, and that you helped them embrace valuable lessons as a result. Thank you, Professor. Though I can't help but notice you never looked in the mirror yourself. No, I didn't. I was too busy trying to return it to you, and also helping my friends. I appreciate you both, and that you respected my wishes. Though from our discussion, it is clear you've come to understand the mirror's power. So before I store it away once again, I'd like to give you a choice. Would you like to look in the mirror now? Yes? No? I am curious to see how this ties into maybe the main storyline, if at all. Because remember, you have to be year 4, chapter 3, I believe. So yeah, anyway, let's see if we do or not. I want to see what happens. Let's do it. Then you may do so now. Ah, it's Rowan and my bro. That's so sweet. Professor Dumbledore, that was incredible. It felt so real. I was with Rowan and my brother. It was so amazing seeing us all together. Time with family, friends, and loved ones often represents our deepest heart's desire. I know that will never be possible again with Rowan gone. But it was so incredible to see us together with Jacob one more time. It was as if it was really happening. It is, in your heart. Allow that peace to live there always. I appreciate your choice and your honesty, Mr. Casey. And now that your adventure with the mirror is complete, I have something special just for you. Consider it a reward for returning one of my favorite magical artifacts. What did you give me, man? Oh, tiny little mirror. That's so cute. Does it do the same thing? It looks like a smaller version of the mirror. That it is. And though this mirror is not magically empowered to show your heart's desire, may it always remind you of your time with the Mirror of Erised and the lessons you've learned on your journey. Thank you, Professor. That is so sweet. Well, why can't they get rid of those books at the bottom? Beside that statue thing, that dark statue. I don't want those books there. Go away. There's no spots. I'll give you a spot. Alright, which one should I get rid of then? Is it the book that gives me the page? It is. Okay, so we'll get rid of this. Let's see. Forget how to do this. So we'll get rid of that. Ah, there we go. Perfect. There we go. So yeah, that is it for the limited time side quest line for this mirror thing. Let me know down below what you thought of it. What do you think of the final prize? What do you think of the ending? I want to know, and I will see you with more Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery in the future. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye everybody.